Can you become smarter, more motivated, and creative just by taking a pill? Today we find out. Hi, I'm Jim from AccelerateMe.net, and my latest experiment has seen me take pills to improve my performance. Does that sound weird? For the past 8 weeks, I've been taking a brand new nootropic stack called CILTEP, C-I-L-T-E-P, designed to enhance cognitive performance, like memory, learning, creativity, and focus. Did it live up to the promise? What follows is a detailed review of my results and experiences to help you decide whether you should try this out for yourself or whether you should not. Here's what you're going to learn in this video: what it is and what it does, the ingredients breakdown and exactly how it works in the body, the meat of the review, my results, what I experienced taking this supplement for the past 8 weeks, downsides and what to look out for, how it compares with the closest competing product, and another really fun part, tips, tricks, and enhancements for getting the most out of CILTEP. And there's also a bonus in there, the no jitters stimulant energy boost trick that I learned, so be sure to watch right to the end to get all this good stuff. But first, what is it and what does it do? Nootropics are drugs, supplements, nutraceuticals, or functional foods that improve one or more aspects of mental function, such as working memory, motivation, attention, or other cognitive function. And CILTEP stands for Chemically Induced Long TErm Potentiation, which sounds kind of cool. Here's what Wikipedia says about LTP. In neuroscience, LTP is a long-lasting enhancement in signal transmission between two neurons. LTP is widely considered one of the major cellular mechanisms that underlies learning and memory. So in short, CILTEP is a cognitive enhancer that works by increasing the number of messenger systems inside your brain cells and helps the process of strengthening the connection between neurons, which has the effect of increasing engagement, learning, memory, and other cognitive functions. Really? Whoa, how? Ingredients and how it works. If I'm going to put something in my body that changes brain chemistry, I want to make damn sure that it's only having positive effects. Here's what's in it and what it does. Inside the brain, we have molecules called cyclic adenosine monophosphate, or CAMP. These are the messenger systems that relay signals in the brain. Now, CAMP molecules get broken down by an enzyme called PDE4, weakening the messenger systems. So the first natural ingredient in CILTEP, which is artichoke extract, targets this process and inhibits PDE4, meaning more CAMP. The second ingredient, forskolin, is the only known supplement to naturally increase CAMP levels. So increasing CAMP and inhibiting its degradation has a compounding effect on boosting your long-term potentiation. The result is a significant overall improvement in cognitive function, especially in the areas of memory formation and retention of new information. Research has shown that increased intracellular CAMP increases the rate of dopamine and acetylcholine synthesis. L-phenylalanine, L-carnitine, and vitamin B6 are included in the CILTEP formula to further maintain optimal neurotransmitter levels. One of the things that attracted me to CILTEP was the fact that all the ingredients are natural. In fact, all the ingredients in Natural Stacks products are all natural. And the other thing that they are really big on is what they call open source ingredients. So that means that they put on the box exactly what the ingredients are, the exact amounts of the ingredients, and nothing is hidden behind proprietary formulas. So you know exactly what you're putting in your body. You know, I'm a label reader and I don't want to put any kind of dangerous chemical anywhere near my body, thank you very much. And Natural Stacks philosophy enables me to see exactly what's in the supplements. Now, CILTEP has a really interesting development history, and starting with its creator Abelard Lindsay, it's been open source tested on thousands of people, a lot of enthusiasts who would create this stack based on his ingredients and ratios themselves, and compare notes, and really have this amazing community where they've got together and basically developed CILTEP together. If you want to read more about all this and its history, I'll post a few links because it's quite fascinating. Besides the advertised benefits, I've found it to have some other additional positive effects. Focus and motivation go way up for me when I take CILTEP. Ordinarily, it's quite easy to get off track on a project, get distracted, diverted to something else, lose focus. But on CILTEP, I find I have this laser focus, which gives me spontaneity in the project. It makes the project more fun, and because of that, it feels effortless in the doing. So I get that extra drive and the ability to stay on track, but I also feel more confident in my abilities as well. There's like the reward centers are heightened, so there's more of a willingness to try new things. Failure seems like less of an obstacle, and I'm more outgoing and social, which I like as well. The challenges, problems, obstacles, they seem less daunting somehow, and it's more fun to keep going and push through. One of the best things for me about this is the creativity boost, which is really important in my job, which I'll talk about in a second. But it's the sustained mental energy throughout the day that impresses me, that I love. I can be just as onto it in the afternoon as I am in the morning. With CILTEP, I have that productivity boost that lasts me the entire work day, which I really love. Looking back at my notes over the last 2 months of trialing this product, I found one really interesting thing that I didn't expect to happen was when I was super tired one night. I've had about a week of less sleep. The things that were started to happen were pretty awesome. Now, everybody knows that when you're tired, the prefrontal cortex shuts down a little bit, enabling you to make connections creatively a little bit more easily because that sort of danger searching circuit has gone to sleep. So you're a little bit more creative. But when I was on CILTEP and I was tired, the experience I can only describe as being like I was the sun and all these planets were rotating around, being magnetically, gravitationally drawn to me. And these planets were ideas, and they were seemingly different chunks of ideas, disparate elements, and they were all sort of orbiting around and then coming together, forming a jigsaw puzzle that was perfectly fitting together. And all of these different ideas were forming for me around my life, and they weren't just in one area, but seemingly like everywhere around me. It was really cool experience. It was really late at night, and I had to get up out of bed and start writing stuff down. There were plans, there were ideas, things I wanted to do, and plans for how to actually action those things. So I was really stoked by that. I'm still going on those ideas. It was fuel for a lot of work that I want to do. So that was one thing. That was in the first week. It also gave me this feeling of things being able to fit together, just not intellectual, but a actual bodily emotion of, wow, things are really coming together for me, and I have a feeling of I'm able to make this work. So that was a really cool feeling. That goes with the confidence that I think that it gave me as well. And I also want to point out a distinction with CILTEP. It doesn't seem to be just a short-term thing, so you take the pill and then it has an effect and then goes away. Say like caffeine will have an effect and then you'll crash slightly. This also has long-term benefits. As in the name, it's a long-term potentiation. But for example, I've been recalling memories that I thought I'd forgotten from years ago, and little things would pop up, and again, that contributes to the creativity. You can effortlessly recall things when you need to, in conversation, in a presentation, whatever you're doing. Information you need is just there when you need it, enabling you to be spontaneous and in the moment. And if you watch my other videos, meditation, being here now, being in the moment is really important, being mindful. And this enables you to trust your instincts and trust your mind to deliver up things spontaneously when you need it, and I love that. It also I've found it's made me more social, and talking with other people that I don't know necessarily, I'm more able to communicate my ideas and have a voice. And like I touched on before, there's no high and then crash cycle that you may experience with other nootropics or stimulants or things like that. This is a really kind of consistent effect. It's subtle but definite. If you've got a project to do, you'll find you'll be able to laser focus onto that project and just smash through it really effectively and have fun doing it. The next thing about CILTEP is that it seems to amplify stimulants. So you've got to be careful what you take with it. When you take with caffeine in the morning, the effects of CILTEP last my entire workday. It wears off around 12 hours later, so it's ideal for me. I'm not a huge guy physically, so I mean, if you're bigger, it may have less time. Try it out, let me know how it goes for you, but for me, it's about 12 hours, and that's the whole day. Now it's time for the important instructions. Take CILTEP on an empty stomach, meaning 20 to 30 minutes before any food in the morning, or you might not fully absorb all the ingredients, lessening the effect. Don't get lazy with this one. I did for a couple of days and found that it didn't have quite the same proper effect, full effect. Let's talk about the downsides of CILTEP, the things you got to watch out for. In the first week of taking CILTEP, I found that I was a little bit more aggressive at times, especially when I got tired. But I think that goes hand in hand with being a little bit more motivated, more passionate. And like with other nootropics and stimulants that I've tried, I found if you just increase your meditation time a little bit, it tempers this nicely. I'm more easily able to direct that passion now, and even after the first week, that feeling of aggression kind of died down a little bit, and that passion is now more easily directed. But overall, I've experienced no negative side effects or uneven energy levels. The only real downside for me is the shipping time. It's probably because I live in New Zealand and Natural Stacks use the US Postal Service for their fulfillment. So if there's one area that could be improved, it's definitely that. Nothing to do with the company or the product, it's just the Postal Service. But it would be great if they could add another option for quicker delivery. I just make sure that I've got 2 weeks worth still left in the bottle when I make my next order. Comparison. For those of you who I know are going to ask what's better, CILTEP or Alpha Brain, the inevitable comparison, I can only answer for myself, and that is a resounding CILTEP. It's worked better for me, it's had more pronounced effects, and I'm really motivated and energized on it. Alpha Brain still works great like it always did, it's just that CILTEP is better for me. And remember that everybody's brain chemistry is different with different supplementation needs, so I'd recommend that you test it out for yourself. As for me, I'm going to use CILTEP exclusively, 4 days, 5 days a week with the weekends off, as directed. So there you have it. I can really strongly recommend CILTEP to anyone to try. In fact, I hope you do try it because it's really helped me a lot. I weighed up whether I was actually going to make this video and recommend CILTEP because I kind of think in some ways, selfishly, that it should remain a secret because it is such an advantage that I kind of want to keep to myself. It's got all natural ingredients, no side effects, and it doesn't seem to lose its potency over time, so you can use it long term. So now the secret is out. I love CILTEP. I want you to try it. I'm even going to blatantly bribe you to try it. If you buy through my link under the video, I'm going to send you out some awesome little goodies, which includes, it's basically a PDF guide that includes all the things that stack well with CILTEP, that enhance the effect. Let's have a look. My coffee lovers trick, how to become an early riser and smash through your to-do list all before 9 AM. That one I love. I did that the other day again and just smashed it. It was an awesome day. Man, I tell you, if you go to the gym or you are an early riser or you need to be onto it early first thing in the morning, then this is the one for you. So use the link under this video and buy a bottle or two to try out. Send me your receipt, and I will send you a PDF with all those tricks on it, and they are some pretty cool ones. In fact, here's the first one I'm going to give you right now. Bonus tricks! In the last nootropic video, I showed the guys how to increase testosterone with a specially timed drink. Go and check that out if you haven't already. And in this one, I'm going to show you how to boost your focus and motivation even more than CILTEP does on its own. I've been using this one a lot, and I really love it. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stack CILTEP with another product from Natural Stacks called Smart Caffeine. It contains 100 milligrams of caffeine and 200 milligrams of a compound called L-theanine, which is a natural amino acid that acts as a calming agent. So all of the stimulating effects of coffee, but without any of the shakes or other negative effects. No jitters, no anxiety. And it's designed to work with CILTEP to amplify the effects of both products. Now, of course, if you're a coffee lover and you're already taking your caffeine in the form of coffee, you don't want to take extra pills or anything like that. You can continue taking your espresso, but here's what I do. I get some L-theanine pills from iHerb.com, the Now brand, 200 milligrams of L-theanine, and I drop that with my coffee. Has the same effect and calming effect, no jitters, but with the energy and boost that goes with caffeine. So awesome. I have noticed though that my double shot coffee is not quite as potent as 100 milligram smart caffeine. So keep that in mind. If I really want to get focused and have a caffeine boost, I will take the smart caffeine instead of a coffee. If it's more of a regular day, then I'll do the coffee instead. So thank you so much for following along in this epic review of CILTEP. I certainly got a lot out of the last 2 months trialing this product. It certainly opened up a world to me. Do try it out and please let me know what you think about it, how it's working for you. So thank you for watching once again. Please subscribe to the channel. Please visit accelerate-me.net and sign up for the email list where I give away lots of great information in there as well. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Jim Hudson. See you next time. Thanks. That's all I know.